Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Maybe some room here. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's Julian saying to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. Fouls through the defense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Throw it, say it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being fit.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, say it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Sayin to throw. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Sayin from the gun on third down. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sayin. Intercepted to stop the threat. Here's a little room there. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
Looking for space. It's Lacey. There he goes. The 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sayin. Got it in the middle. It's Rogers. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by... And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's Julian saying to throw. Smith with the grab over the middle. Good, solid tackle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's...
Early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So here they come on fourth and long, backed up after that third down penalty. Motion from the wideout. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Tried everything to get that one last yard, but the defense got him out of bounds and made the play.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Might have a chance. The 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
offense to start this drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Play fake, say it. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll move the tight end. He'll try it again. Maybe a crease. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. They send the tight end in motion. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. And they to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a...
There's some room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throw it, say it, fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Sayin. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
Drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Looking to fire. Complete to the left. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Put 6 on the board.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown.